Alright, so this video is about getting a sacroiliac injection, steroid injection. It's pretty much painless. It's more your nerves than anything. My nerves, I'm getting one today at 11 o'clock, so within an hour I'll have one done. It's not fun. It's not a fun process. It's very simple, but if it's your first one, if you take anxiety medicine, or if you smoke marijuana, or things like that for anxiety issues, give yourself about an hour before and take your medicine. It'll help you relax. I just did, and it really helps a lot. I can feel my heart just pound. It's such a nerve-wracking thing, and it's scary because you hear all these horror stories of people having painful injections done, and it's just not the case. I'm sure there are some that really hurt. My first one, it hurt, but it wasn't like anybody had described. So the first thing you do when you get up in the morning, go about your normal routine. Don't change anything because of this. It's not going to help. Nothing is going to get any better. But it's happening, and it's happening for a reason, because you need it. So there's no getting around it. You'll show up at your doctor's office. You'll do the normal spiel with them. And then when it's your time, I mean, I don't think most places even have you change. For your SI joint, they just have you pull your pants down a little, like halfway down your butt. And then they clean the spot. And you're laying on your stomach, so there's no glory, there's no honor in this. It's not there ain't much pride to it, but they're there to do a job, and if they're doing it, they're obviously good enough to be doing it. So only worry about the only thing I worry about is how much pain I've been in, and that after today it's going to be gone for a while. I don't know if I mentioned it, this will be my third SI joint injection, and it's not, I feel like I pump it up more than what it is. I've watched several videos just this morning on it. And some people are really, really nervous wrecks before their first one. And you should be, I guess. That's just human nature, I suppose. But it's not that bad. You get in there, you slide your pants halfway down. They clean the spot, and they numb it. That's the first thing they do, I think, is they numb it. They use an X-ray camera, and for your first one, usually they'll put in a contrast so they can see exactly where the injection is going to run. If they put the contrast in and it goes in a way it shouldn't, like away from the SI joint, they might move to a different area and put the injection in a different area. After your first one, and you're at the same doctor and you go back to have another one, they'll pretty much know how it's going to go. They probably don't do the contrast again. They might. Some places, I think, probably do it every time. But it's nothing to be scared about. It doesn't hurt. Imagine just getting a shot or blood drawn. That's about the extent of it. And the best part is, for me, I hate needles. So when I get blood drawn or get a shot, those are in places I can see it, I do not like that one bit. So luckily, you're laying down on your stomach, and you can't see it. All you feel is their touch. And the doctor I go to here in Centerville, Iowa, he's the anesthesiologist. He's very good. It's kind of mortifying because you walk into this room and you see the bed, and there's 4 or 5 pretty good-looking women there, and the anesthesiologist, and you're like, great, I gotta pull my pants down in front of all these women. Well, the only one that has a problem with that is you. They don't care. They are there every day. That's what they do, and I'm sure they've seen way worse. So it's a matter of getting over your own stuff to get this done. Once they put that contrast in, and they'll watch where the contrast goes, and they use that x-ray to see where the needle is, and they guide that needle, they thread it right into where that joint is, and they just barely puncture the capsule that your SI joint has around it. It's a 3-inch needle, I want to say, and that needle stays in there. They don't reshoot you unless they need to. They don't redo that needle unless that contrast doesn't go in the right place. So once that's in, it's in. And the rest is pretty much history. They put the numbing stuff in, and then they put the steroid in, whatever they're using. I'm not exactly sure of the names, but I know some of the numbing stuff is like lidocaine, Novocaine. They use things, local stuff like that. And you can immediately feel, it feels like a little burn sensation, and pressure. My first one, it wasn't painful per se, but you can feel the pressure of this stuff going into your joint, and you feel the pressure of that stuff in the joint, and it feels like you need to move, but you just stay still. Sometimes they'll give you a nerve block for the numbing, and you literally cannot stand on your leg. That's my first one was that. I had to get a ride home. I couldn't walk. They wheeled me out in a wheelchair. So I guess the bottom line is, do a little more research. If you found this, you shouldn't have any problems finding any more information than you'll need. There's tons of info out there. You'll be glad you got it done. The second and third time, for me, this will be the third time, like I said, I'm still a nervous wreck. I don't like it at all. I don't like the thought of the needle, the big long needle. It just bugs the crap out of me. But I know hindsight is 20/20. I know after I had the other ones, immediately I feel better. You still might feel that pressure until the steroid fully kind of moves in to where it's supposed to be. And the next day you're as good as new. You just go back to whatever it is you're doing. You might feel like you need to baby it for a couple days, and that's fine. I think most doctors just say, do you have any problems? Call. Give us a call in a month, or they'll call you in a month or 2 weeks. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a good thing, I think. It helps me tremendously. Any job I've ever had, I've been on my feet. It's been a rough and tumble kind of job, heavy lifting, lots of walking. So mine gets sore pretty quick. My last injection was probably a month and a half ago, and I've stretched it out. I'm in between jobs right now, so I haven't had a real need for like extreme use of my hip joint. But I've got a job coming up that's going to be quite a bit of it. So I'm getting it done now, And the secret is do not wait too long. Otherwise, you will have sleepless nights. You'll have pain throughout the day. You'll end up sitting in a recliner with a heating pad and ice back and forth. You'll be taking lots of medications to get rid of the pain. You'll be eating steroids like candy and ibuprofen like candy. And that stuff's just not good for you. So if you can kind of preemptively, well, it's not even preemptively, but once you start to feel pain, make that appointment to get another one done. I don't know what the end is for me for fixing this. I guess I haven't really asked. They just said this is what they do for this kind of pain right now. So don't let yourself suffer. You don't have to. And the bottom line here is it's not that bad. It's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable setting, but it will be okay. Trust me. You'll be thinking after you're done, that wasn't that bad, and the pain's going to be gone. So I can sacrifice a little bit for the greater good of what it's about. So yeah, don't be scared. Everything's going to be all right, and you'll feel better in the end. By the end of the day, you go home, take a nap or something if you don't feel good, or you just feel mentally drained. I usually do, so I'll come home, I'll sit on the recliner, I'll get on, play some Candy Crush, and just kind of try to relax that first day. So that'll be the rest of my day today. Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic. I know I know the end justifies the means. It's still not fun, but it will be okay, I guess. In the end, that's what I got to say. Have a good day and good luck.